joins in today for the T3 Q&A. Let me turn on comments. All right, we got comments going. We got TFT, certified T3 bot and moderator. We got Donnie Boone. We got Lee Bishop. We got, let's see, TFT. Horror Mirror, Jeff Ott. We've got a few regulars already showing up. Starting a little bit early today, but it had to be done. Mikhail. May contain Bleach, certified T3 bot. Mike Fortney. Not DG, certified T3 bot. Cart. Taco. Joel, certified T3 bot. What's going on, guys? We're gonna let some people show up. Lee Bishop says Penny is waving. Hopefully the cats as well. TFT says Discord has been notified. Samuel, with the question early on, says, do you like Certina? Yeah, I own a Certina. I've done a few episodes on Certina watches. You should check those episodes out. Briar Blues, certified T3 bot, says, good day, Jory. T-shirt arrived. It's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. We have some new merchandise at the shop if you want to check it out. Some really cool t-shirts. The t-shirt I'm wearing today is not at the shop, but I am wearing a pretty dang cool t-shirt. I don't know how. Oh, there you go. It has like Japanese and it's like the vintage Link after my son Link. Stefan, Jason, Eduardo, Scott. Guys, we do something really early on. We don't do a wrist check yet, Donnie. I think you're new here. Every time we hit 100 viewers, we do a little bit of a wristwatch check. Guys, where's everybody watching from? Seems like we have a pretty diverse group here. We have New Rock Boy from UK. We have A Monk 93 from Nebraska. We got Johan Sigfridsson. He's a regular here. He's from Sweden. Cart is from India. Billy Ortiz from Texas. Lee Bishop, of course, from Wales. Jack from Hong Kong. Michael Duncan from Scotland. Briar Blue, certified T3 bot from Langley, BC, Canada. Yurosu from Philippines. Tavern from Greece. Holy cow, we do truly have a very diverse... Oh, a few Bostonians. Ron from Boston. Free Waterfall from Boston. Hanan from Pakistan. Pork Frat from New Jersey. Crazy. We got a little bit of everything. This is Taco from Mexico, he says. Pablo from Uruguay. All right, guys, so we do something early on. We cheers. We give a little bit of a toast to everyone here. How's everybody doing? Gentlemen, ladies. Good morning to everyone who decided to join us this morning for the live stream. We have a bit of a cuppa this morning. Oh, nice and bitter, just how I like it. Warms the soul. Am I right? What are you guys sipping on? Hope that everyone is having a great morning this morning. We're going to get into some questions, some comments, probably into a little bit of trouble as usual. You know, we're the bad boys. Guys, welcome to the bad boys club. All right, of the watch world. Everyone, you know, they're all proper gentlemen. Oh, we want to talk about wristwatches. Ha! Horology! What is the beat frequency of this wristwatch? This watch doesn't have a porcelain dial, nor does it have a tourbillon. I don't want it in my office. Here, we talk about whatever the heck we want because we're bad boys, baby. Shee! Slicey Dicey, it says he's a new member, but Slicey Dicey was already a member. Slicey, weren't you already a member? I'm confused. Says that he's a new member, but I'm pretty sure that Slicey is already a member. But cheers to Slicey Dicey joining again. Eric is drinking chalky milk. Donnie is having spaghetti. I'm having some espresso, nice and black, bitter and smoky. We do a little bit of a cheers. We have some fun because the truth is, not everybody can be here during the live show. So we're going to do something real quick, guys. Just early on, we like to do this around the 5 to 10 minute mark. We're going to go ahead and just give a little wave, guys. Just, can we get a wave in the comment section for all the knuckleheads, dare I say, that didn't want to wake up this morning? That had better things to do? Oh, I work. Oh, I have a family. Oh, I have kids. Oh, I actually live in a different part of the world, so it's like really inconvenient for me to like be here at that time. Whatever, dude. Excuses. That's what excuses. That's what I always say. Because we're here. Alright? We're here for the live stream. But you know what? We love you. We just want to say hello. Hope you're having an amazing day, night, afternoon, whatever it is. Don't worry. We woke up. We're here. We're having fun. But we love you. We still love you. Hope you enjoy this live stream. We're going to have some fun here. And, yeah. We do love you. Back to the live stream, baby! What is going on? Let's get some questions going, guys. Let's freaking do this. Hey! Turtle's in the office. She wants to be over there, though. Lee Bishop finally got his ears lowered. I saw a picture. He finally got a freaking haircut. He was looking like a caveman. He was looking like me over there. He has more hair than me, though. Questions. Victor, hi T3, who made the animation of your channel? I think you're talking about the intro. That's the only animation we use is the intro. And that was my editor, Gato. He did all the intro editing and everything. He took care of that. Gato might be here right now. I don't know. He might be in the comment section at some point. Sam Ray, certified T3 bot. Mike Kalustian, certified T3 bot. Billy Ortiz, what are your thoughts and micro brands? Which would be a good diver micro brand in your opinion? Billy, you must be a fairly new member, and that's awesome. But we have a little thing here called Micro Brand Monday that we do literally every Monday where I review a micro brand. So instead of me just telling you about a micro brand dive watch, you can literally just go to the watch reviews playlist and check out, like, we've been doing it for like a year. So you can check out all the Micro Brand Monday episodes, and guess what? A lot of them are dive watches. Because the truth is, unfortunately, as far as I'm concerned, micro brands make too many dive watches. You know what I mean? I don't want to rant just yet. It's a little bit early on for the live stream to go on a rant, but the truth is, if there's one thing that really irks me about micro brands is that they just always bring dive watches to market, and I think a dive watch at this point is just too easy to do. I think it's a cop-out. If you're a micro brand watchmaker and you make a dive watch as your introduction to the marketplace, I'm not as interested. Give me something else. That's what I'm gonna say. Robert Now says, this is the only watch channel that is actually somewhat funny, and I watch everything. Good job. Thank you so much, bro. We just have fun here. It's actually funny that you say that, because I got this like long paragraph comment that was like, can you lay off the comedy? You're not funny. I watch you because you're informative, not because you're funny. And I was like, that's so crazy, because most people just come here to laugh at me and they tell me that I'm not informative enough. So which one is it? Am I funny? Am I not funny? Am I informative? Am I not informative enough? Get your freaking story straight. Does Daniel Wellington any good? I think you mean, is Daniel Wellington any good? And the answer is no. Mike Kalustian on Certified Teeth Rot says comedy can be informative. We can laugh and learn at the same time. I think that's difficult for some people, believe it or not. You give some too much credit, Mike. That fellow there, are you Jory? TFT, Donnie Boone's asking if you are me. No. Just bought a tuna because of you, Eric says. Well, Eric, do I have one? I don't have one with me right now, but I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I own a lot of dive watches, and I have owned many dive watches. That's the best dive watch in the sub $2,000 range. There, I'm gonna say it. The Seiko Tuna SBBN 031 is probably the best dive watch in the sub $2,000 range. Bada bing, bada boom. Lee Bishop says, dude, 103 in the chat. It's time. Okay, it is time for a wristwatch check. Guys, every time we hit 100 viewers, we got to do a wristwatch check, which means I got to show you what I'm wearing. All right, the suspense is killing you. It's actually very serendipitous that you brought up the Seiko Tuna because I am, in fact, Jonathan guessed it, I'm wearing probably one of my second favorite dive watches, which is my baby tuna. Donnie, if you spam the chat, we're going to block you. If you keep spamming the chat, we're just gonna block you. This is one of my absolute favorite dive watches, which is the SRP 641. You know, my collection habits are very cyclical, right? So I go through, and here's what I mean by that. And by the way, guys, you're gonna see me not wearing a watch. This isn't a watch, but I think that this happens with everyone, all right? I think that my buying habits are very cyclical, but also what I want to wear at what time is very cyclical. So what I mean by that is sometimes I only want to add dress watches to my collection. Like if you guys recall, early on in my channel, I was only about dress watches. That's like what I was very into at the time. Right before that point in time, like right before I started the channel, I was very, very into dive watches. So it went from like kind of dive watches, then into dress watches. Then I was into field watches for like 2 years, and you guys know that. And then I moved into chronographs, believe it or not. I got really, really, really into chronographs, and I think I'm kind of back on field watches. I know, it's a huge problem. But what I want, as far as the watches that I pull out at one time and what I want to wear, I typically have like a 3 to 4 watch rotation at one time. And believe it or not, for the past 2 weeks, this has been my go-to. This has been on my nightstand every day, every night. This has been the watch that I've been, you know, putting on my wrist every day. It's just, I don't know. Something about the way the bezel is cut, sloped, with the flat crystal, and then obviously everything's matte black, but then you get these splashes of gold tone coming from the hardware here, and the crown, and then the index borders and the handset borders. It's like, it's kind of flashy without being gaudy. Does that make sense, guys? So this is one of my favorite, absolute favorite watches, and it's been my everyday watch for 2 weeks straight. So I absolutely, absolutely love this watch. CBCA, how do you store your watches? Fort Knox, baby. Lee Bishop, Jory, what's the latest on your next purchase? Can you give us a hint? Quartz, automatic, vintage? Probably vintage and automatic. I have a specific watch that I'm looking at. 1016. Rolex 1016. That's what I want to get. Mike Kalustian, certified T3 bot, says, at Funky Monkey, a group of us T3 bots watch F1 together on Discord. We talk racing, watches, EDC, or whatever. It makes for a fun Sunday morning. And then that fellow there, who's one of the channel moderators, he says, if you're interested in seeing what the channel members wear and want to enjoy additional content, join as a channel member to receive access to the Discord server. So guys, if you press the join button next to the subscribe button, you can essentially join YouTube's version of Patreon. You become a channel member, and it's like $4.99 a month, and you get some extra content, and we do weekly meetups. And it's kind of a 24-hour thing. Everybody's chatting there, and we have things for the stock market, photography, and the stock market section has actually been very active lately, as you can see. Cars, F1, a whole bunch of stuff. Food, which is, you guys know I love food. Mr. M says, great content, mate. Thank you so much. He says, keep them coming. When I can afford, I'll definitely become a member. Awesome. I would love to see you there. Thank you so much for the support. JJ Bordeaux says, Joy, what do you think of the Seiko Prospex Sharp Edge GMT? I want one. Badass watch. I don't know if it's for me, but a badass watch. Seiko does GMTs very well. Seiko and Grand Seiko does GMTs very well. Briar Blues, certified T3 bot, says, Jory, could you suggest a chronograph that's easy to read? Us old guys have poor vision. Actually, yes, there's one that immediately comes to mind. I'm going to get a link. Give me one moment. There is one that comes to mind because it has huge indexes. This one. I'm adding a link for you guys here. If you have poor vision, the Alpina Star Timer Pilot Chronograph Big Date is one of my favorite chronographs because of just how legible it is. I mean, big date complication at the 6 o'clock, huge triple register. It's not super busy on the dial. Everything just pops out. And yeah, Alpina Star Timer Pilot Chronograph. That's, if you have poor vision, definitely check that out if you're interested in a complicated watch. G-Mood, certified T3 bot. We have a brand new member. Super excited. Thank you guys so much. We actually, Gato and I have done meeting after meeting, and we got some new stuff for the channel. We have some new monitors, playback monitors. Hey! And we actually got some new lenses and stuff. So we can't do this without the channel members. I want to say thank you to all my supporters, because literally the things we do for the channel and the things that we have to get for the channel to upgrade the quality and everything, we literally could not do it without you guys. And we literally film every day here. So I want to thank you guys. We changed up the backdrop. You know, we're doing some things. And my certified T3 bots, G-Mood, I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And all my channel members are super stoked, I'm sure, to have you in the Discord chat. So here's what will happen when we're done with the live stream. I'm going to post a link. So if you go to my YouTube channel and you click the community tab, there will be a link there that only the channel members can see, and you will be able to get access to that Discord chat. Very, very fun. Lee Bishop says, hey mate, how's Austin doing? Is he still training with you? Yeah, he is. The gyms are open and everything now, which I'm super excited about. And I see him there almost every day. He'll be stoked that you asked about him. I'm just going to go ahead and ban Donnie Boone because he's just commenting a bunch of BS. So, bye, Donnie. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Am I right, guys? Reading comments. Mr. M says, who composed your intro music? It's sick. What do you think about Graham watches? Have you ever bought Long Island watches? So I've reviewed a Long Island watch, number one. So check out that review. Maybe one of my moderators can link the Long Island watch. That's number one. Number two, I'm answering these in reverse. Number two, I've never heard of Graham watches. Number three, who composed my intro music? It's royalty-free music that we were able to get from YouTube's creator library. Because YouTube is very strict about licensing. So we've acquired music legally, and then YouTube has changed its policies, and then the licensing has shifted, and we've had to change music. That's happened to us 3 times. So it's just safer for us to use music from YouTube's creator library. That way, if YouTube tries to change it on us, we can tell them, hey, we got this from you. It just keeps it way simpler and more kosher that way. The Cockton says, hello, how are you? I'm well, thank you. One suggestion. I think you mean one question. What would be better? 3 watches for under 2,000, Hamilton, Certina, and Eterna, or all in one basket, Rado or Longines? I can't tell you, honestly, this is the conundrum, right? Buy multiple watches within a certain price point, or buy one watch within a certain price point. What I will tell you is I'm not interested in pretty much anything Rado makes, so I probably would get a Longines over Rado. But this is my advice to everyone. Okay, first of all, I really shouldn't tell anyone how to do their collection, but this is my channel, so here's my advice. Don't collect with the hopes of just acquiring a certain number of watches, right? Your goal in collecting, or I should say my goal in collecting, isn't just to fill up my watch box with arbitrary trash. Like, you know, in Pokemon, you gotta catch them all. In Pokemon, the goal literally is to acquire all of them. So you're trying to find and acquire all the Pokemon. Watch collecting is not that way. It's quality, not quantity, right? And then, as you get more and more addicted, you end up having a higher quantity of quality. But instead of saying, I have $2,000, how many pieces of trash can I buy with this $2,000? Be like, oh, don't even focus on the money. Be like, what watch do I like? Let me learn about this watch. How much is this watch? Do I have patience and can I sacrifice to get that watch? Don't just have a pot of money and then try to spend it all on a bunch of different watches. That shouldn't be how it works. Have patience, do your research, find something you like, and then look into the price and what you can get. That's my advice. So if you have don't buy your watch box before you buy your watch, right? Because you're going to get a watch box with 10 slots, and then you're going to want to buy 10 watches, and you're not really going to take your time with what you're buying. SVW says quality for money. Yep. Seven Layers, opinion on vintage Art Deco Hamilton watches, yay or nay? Yay. 1,000 times yay. Have you seen my website, thetimetellershop.com? Come on. Kyle Gingrich, what's your opinion on NATO straps? I only ever see you wearing leather straps and bracelets. Kyle, you don't watch my channel much then. I have like a NATO strap fetish. I think I have a watch with a NATO strap on my desk. Yeah, I do. Bro, you know I'm sponsored by Wrist Candy Watch Club, right? I wear NATOs on like everything. Actually, I wear a NATO strap every day because my G-Shock for the gym is on a NATO strap. Although we can't legally call them NATOs, we have to call them nylons. Any comments on the Seiko LX line? Yes. Absolutely, I have comments. I want the SNR 025. The SNR 025 is the coolest Seiko Prospex LX ever. I absolutely love that freaking watch. That is the GMT with the compass bezel, sapphire crystal, and spring drive movement. I think it has titanium in there. It's $5,000. So it's a pretty penny, but that is the coolest watch that Seiko has made recently. I'm not gonna lie. The SNR 025 is so freaking sick. What do you think of the Seiko cocktail series? Dude, cocktail times are like my favorite watches, man. I have, gosh, 3 of them. I have 3 cocktail times. No, the SNR 025 is the black dial, or like yellow orange GMT hand. Not a fan of Rado? How come? Because okay, let me get I get this question like a million times a day. Rado does not have a big market in the US. That's just how it is. Rado is not a big company in the United States. So they don't make a big effort marketing to us Americans. So we're not really exposed to a lot of Rado watches. The only Rados I know of are because I am a watch person, right? So I've done like I've had to seek out any knowledge about Rado. And the only ones we really know about here in the US are the Captain Cook, right? And I'm not really a big fan of the Captain Cook. I'm not really that big of a fan of any of the other fashion-y watches that Rado has come out with. Am I saying they're a terrible company? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. It's like, dude, you might not like coffee ice cream. Coffee ice cream is my favorite ice cream. It's just like different strokes for different folks. So, yeah, I'm just not a big fan of Rado. Big deal. You guys don't have to like the watches I like, and you don't have to dislike the watches I dislike. We can all have different opinions and preferences, and that's perfectly fine. Joel Taborski, certified T3Bot, says, Jory is 100% right. My first Rado came from overseas, from the Middle East. Yeah, believe it or not, I think Rado's #1 market is Pakistan. I'm not kidding. I think Rado's main market demographic is Pakistan. At least that's what I heard. So they don't spend as much time marketing to Americans. It is what it is. It's kind of like Certina's main market right now is Eastern Europe, is Russia, believe it or not. So Certina doesn't spend much time marketing to the US either. Programmer says, hi Jory, what's going on? Gmood, certified T3Bot, says, yeah, I heard in Pakistan Rado is like their Rolex. Yeah. So companies have different demographics that I mean, in business you choose path of least resistance, right? If you find out via market research that a certain geographical location or a certain demographic in a certain area likes your products more than another area, you're going to push more ad spend to that area, right? Path of least resistance. So yeah, I think that makes sense. Sambov Aurora, what's your favorite Porsche? Well, aside from my own, probably a 1993 RS America, a 964 RS America in Guards Red. That's like a grail Porsche though. Breaks my heart that like 6 years they were going for like 40K and now they're like over 100K in 2021. So if only I had the money back then. Do you like big light bars on rally cars? I don't like light bars, I like light pods. So I like the big light pods on rally cars. I don't like light bars on rally cars, but the pods are Jesse Barrett with the super chat says, here's to quality, not quantity. Love your Krang on your shoulder, by the way. Shelves look good. Thanks for what you do. Well, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. That's my Krang with the Android body. I have a Porsche 356 here. I have a Porsche GT3. I have a Porsche GT, or excuse me, RS on one of these shelves. I think it's right here. I have a GT1 right here. I have a Mercedes GT car. I have a Boxster right here, believe it or not. When I was little, I got a Boxster model. I have a 996 C2, which is a car I own in real life right here. I have a 993 Turbo, and I have a 993 Cabriolet right here. So if you couldn't tell, I'm a little bit of a Porsche fan. How many watches do you own? I think last time the channel counted, it was over 40, I think. Probably hovering around that. So it's over 40 at this point. Yep, the CLK GTR, dude. So sick. Right here. Joey Lee, hello from Singapore, sir. What are your thoughts on the new Tudor chronograph? So, believe it or not, that was the best. That was the best watch released in 2021 from Rolex and Tudor. Out of Rolex and Tudor, that was the best watch released. Super controversial to say, right? The only issue I have with that Tudor is this bit oversized, number one, and number two, the snowflake hands. The snowflake hands are atrocious. It's borderline a deal breaker for me, but out of anything Rolex or Tudor released, that is the best watch, period. Matt Kemp, only here for the flat moon biscuits. Round mooners are hopeless daydreamers. Thank you, Matt. Dude, people warned me. Don't bring it up until one of your freaking members or one of your viewers says it. And I was like, I don't know if I have that patience, but I did. Thank the Lord someone brought it up so I can finally get it out. Guys, can we get a hashtag flat moon in the comment section? The truth is, all these stupid round mooners out there that think the moon is round, they have no idea what's going on. All right. Let's face it, they're lying to themselves. They try to, they call themselves truthers. They say that we've never been to the moon. They say the Earth is flat. How silly is that, dude? The Earth is spherical. Everything in the solar system that we can see is spherical. So why would they think that the Earth is flat? So stupid. The only thing in this solar system that's flat is the moon. Hashtag flat moon. Flat moon all day, dude. Flat moon truthers. Dude, the moon is flat. MD Chaz says, what's the Porsche 911 of watches? When I see the Omega Speedmaster, I think vintage Porsche. Well, that's not a bad choice, but honestly, the Porsche of watches, this is actually a very common crossover. A lot of watch guys are car guys. A lot of car guys like watches, yada, yada, yada. The truth is, Porsche is very much akin to Rolex. Here's why I say this. Porsche is known for their 911. Rolex is known for their Submariner. Those are two flagship products from two very prolific brands. The 911 has gotten much bigger over the years. To the point where if you park an old 911 next to a modern 911, the modern 911 trumps it. It just looks, it just dwarfs it, right? Same thing with a Submariner. If you put the original, no crown guards, big crown sub next to a modern 41mm Submariner, it's going to dwarf that watch. But when you look at the overall shape and the overall design, you can see where the modern Submariner came from. The same thing with the Porsche. If you take the new 992s and you park it next to like one of the original 911s, you can see that, like, you can see where the overall design came from. So yeah, I would say if we're just going like one to one, I would say that honestly the Porsche 911 is like the Rolex Submariner of the car world. The Comex Submariner, yeah, that would be that's a grail watch, right? Everybody wants one. Doomer Soul says, you're my favorite watch reviewer. Thank you so much. But you're killing me with the lack of Zin reviews. Now we're talking about German cars. Okay, here's the thing. Zin is difficult to get your hands on, dude. We all know that. Zin is becoming increasingly difficult to get your hands on. If any of my viewers or channel members out there have a Zin that I can review, email me, info@thetimetellershop.com. info@thetimetellershop.com. Doomer, email me right now, info@thetimetellershop.com. I will send you my P.O. box, I will review it, and we will send it right back to you. I would be honored. The truth is, Zin is, I'm sure they're fine people. They're difficult to get a hold of, first of all. Second of all, Zin watches are very difficult to find. And secondhand, the prices are going up. So, yeah. Almighty Ohm says, harder to find than they say. True. Stephen Lee from Harlem, the Big Apple. What's going on, brother? Long time no see. Porsche 911 of watches is definitely the snowflake. No. I'm sorry. How? The snowflake is quite modern. The 911 is pretty old. So, no. I disagree. Lee Bishop says, shout out to Stu Baby if you're here, Stuart. That fellow there, certified Teetherbot and moderator, says, Sam, you're yelling, referring to Sam Ray. Another channel member saying, Zin, Younghans, Alonga, Glasuta Original. Bryson, certified T3bot and moderator, is here. We have 2 moderators here, guys. He got backup. Jay Anderson says, how come you never become an actor? Your acting is amazing. It gets me every time. Well, I appreciate it. I think, okay. Is it going too much out on a limb to refer to myself as an entertainer? Like, I want to entertain you guys, first and foremost, right? We're here to have fun. I want to entertain you guys. Am I an actor in that, like, I need to have a script and read the script and do this and that? I'm not going to say no to that, but I don't think that that's an avocation of mine at this point. I'd rather make the content that I produce. And this is just, if you couldn't tell, I'm having a blast right now. So I do appreciate it. I hope you guys are entertained and having fun, and I'll keep making you laugh. And guess what? If Hollywood comes a knocking, I'll be the next Brad Pitt, baby. Shee! Oh my gosh, what's the Richard Mille of the car world? Dude, probably like, remember that car, the Lycan? Remember that one-off car company called the Lycan? Oh my god! Sam have said Lycan! Yeah! Dude, yo! Sam have said Lycan right. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yes, dude. It has to be Lycan. I'm telling you. It's this ugly car that was trying to be this one-off supercar, and I guarantee you, here's the thing. All the auto journalists that ever got close to that car said that it was made so poorly. I don't have first-hand experience with this, mind you. So I'm just going by what I've heard. It's apparently so poorly made, but yeah, it's gotta be Lycan is like the Richard Mille. It looks super weird and edgy, and it's just trash, actually. Yeah, Lycan Hypersport. DeLorean. No, DeLorean's too old. That one watch guy says Hollywood just isn't ready for him yet. David Parker says 87 degrees here in New Hampshire. Wow. It is warmer in New Hampshire than it is here in LA. Can you believe that? I wish I was back home. Shout out to the great people of the Granite State. Live free or die. DeLoreans are actually kind of cool. So my dad owned a DeLorean when he was dating my mom. Can you guys believe that? Shout out to my dad! Hey! Back in the 80s when the DeLorean was like super duper cool and brand new, my dad bought one when he was dating my mom. And he was just a baller, I guess. Michael Luce John certified T says Jory's dad DeLorean player. Jonathan says, so basically, Jory, you're here because of the DeLorean. I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess that courted her, that wooed her. But my I'm the baby of the family, so my two sisters came first. But I guess, yeah, my mom. Imagine if my dad didn't have the DeLorean, my mom wouldn't have been interested. She'd be like, "Who are you, chump? I'm waiting for a guy with a DeLorean." And then my dad went back to the future and got the DeLorean and then scooped her up. Did your dad's DeLorean have a flux capacitor? Man, I wish he kept it. How cool would it be if I had a DeLorean? "88 degrees in North Mass, 20 minutes from New Hampshire." Roar the Tiger, I'm from southern New Hampshire, and I live 10 minutes outside of Massachusetts. Dr. Goodman, Dr. Goodman, the time traveler, and then they gave birth to Jory Goodman, the time teller. Jonathan says, yeah, you may have never been born if your dad was driving a Lycan. That's pretty funny. Michael Lucian, certified Teeter Ross, says, the reflection of all that DeLorean stainless steel blinded your mom with love. Ilker, certified Teeter Ross, says, Jory, if I come to the US one day, can I also see you even only for once? Heck yeah, dude. You better tell the Discord chat if you come to the US, and we'll all meet up. That'd be dope, dude. Heck yeah. Mr. M, which watch would you wear while driving the DeLorean? Honestly, probably like a... Okay, there's two things that come to mind. Number one, if I was driving a DeLorean, I would either wear something from the Quartz Crisis or something like a... well, I guess this is kind of the same thing. I was going to say like an analog watch from the Quartz Crisis or a vintage Casio. You know what I mean? That'd be hilarious. So it has to be either a vintage Casio or something from the Quartz Crisis. And what comes to mind are the dual face Omegas. Remember those Omegas that had analog and digital display? That would be badass. If you had one of those plus a DeLorean, that'd be dope. Yeah, everyone's saying the data bank. Yeah, gotta be Marty McFly. Chicken? Did you call me chicken? Hellbuzz says, I'm from Brazil, but I lived in Nashua, New Hampshire between 2002 and 2005. Cheers. Really? I'm from Amherst. Amherst is like right outside of Nashua. That's so funny. Gainsmaster, is Teddy Baltazar bot or honest in his reviews? Guys, mark my words, Teddy is the worst no, dude, I love Teddy. Teddy's a great guy. Teddy is like a really nice, honest dude. From what I know, he's and I've interacted with him a few times. He's a good dude. Reading comments. It's so funny. Everyone wants there to be like some weird beef and like gossip. Ever since I started this channel, people want to know like the weird gossip like within the watch world. And I thought we're not makeup YouTubers, guys. Like come on. We're grown men. We don't gossip. Teddy's a good dude. Adrian from Bark and Jack's, good dude. Federico, I hate. Marco from Swiss Watch Gang, great dude. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Federico's the man. But there's some weird like conspiracy theory that like I hate Federico. And we have a rule on this channel. I only ever. First of all, I try not to talk about anyone. That's number one. But number two, I'll only ever mention the dudes that I know, like Jody from Just One More Watch, probably the nicest dude on YouTube. I'm not lying. It's bizarre how people want us to like hate each other. They want us to have like weird inside knowledge of each other. I'll never gossip about another person. Okay, because I'm not a 12-year-old girl, so we don't talk about another man's livelihood. That's number one. Number two, I'm only ever going to mention the dudes that I actually know because I can't speak for anyone else. So, yeah. Eric Larkey, didn't realize you're a car guy. Okay, so you've never watched my channel. I just picked up a 2020 Supra. What's your thoughts on them? Enjoy your BMW, my friend. Congratulations. Hope your turn signals work and that you use them. Congratulations on your BMW. That fellow there, Certified Teeth Robot and Moderator, says, Jory mentioned earlier that Rado isn't branded much in the US. Rewind for details. True. Rado is just not super common in the US. They don't have a big marketing budget in the US, so a lot of Americans, a lot of ignorant Americans like myself are not exposed to them. So it is what it is. Doomer Soul says T3 is a Jeep nut like me. If you know, you know. Oh, Jory, are you watching Castlevania? Yes! Guys, come on, don't get me started on anime. We all know I'm a weeb. We all know I'm a weird nerd with my waifus. Like, we don't have to talk about that right now. Don't expose me, okay? Yes, I am watching Castlevania. Castlevania is not really anime, though. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It's not really anime. Samurai, Naruto! I'm actually not the biggest Naruto fan. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge Naruto fan. Mike! By the way, Mike, Mike, if you're still here, things are looking up in the clear. So if not this weekend, next weekend, let's cruise. Mike, do you copy? I'll DM you in Discord. Do I play the Yakuza games? I never got into it. I never got into Yakuza games. But I know a lot of people really like them. You want waifu, play Genshin Impact. So it just came out for PS5, and some of my friends said that I should play it, but I'm too busy working. And then when I'm not working, I have a team that I play Warzone with, so. But yeah. Mr. M, Jory, if Rolex paid you to design their next watch, would you go for it? What would you go for? Or if you decide to launch one? I mean, if Rolex paid me to do anything, that would be insane, first of all. But if they wanted me to design a watch, which let's face it, they would never do, I would destroy everything that they know and love. Because here's what I would do. I would take their Submariner, I would bump it down to 40 millimeters. I would take their Daytona, make it titanium, and I would make their deep sea bronze. Boom! They would hate me. And guess what? All the Oyster Perpetuals would be 34 millimeter. Oh, multi-dab! Knocking the glasses off, multi-dab. That's right, I said it. For the gang. Deep Sea, going bronze. Daytona, going titanium. Submariner, going back to 40 millimeters. And all the Oyster Perpetuals, 34 millimeters only. What a crazy world that would be. Almighty Ohm, I have a near 8-inch wrist. I like 38 millimeters. Fight me. Amen, dude. See? A true man. Almighty Ohm. A true man. Thank you. Thank you. What a badass. Mr. M, make Rolex great again. The Rolex Tuna. Oh, yeah, and I'd put palm frond dials on all of them. No. I want you to know that you're the first YouTuber who had read and answered my comment. Thank you a lot. Thanks for commenting, dude. I wish I could read your name, but I am an uncultured, ignorant American. But if you tell me your name and you write it out in a language I can understand, then I will try to read your name and I'll shout you out. Thank you. Casablanca, two-tone Rolex tuna with palm fronds. Ugh. Oh, Jonathan Robinson, the Cellini line would be gone. First of all, that would be just disbanded, defunct so fast, Rolex wouldn't even know what hit them. If I became their CEO, goodbye. Muetz Hussein. I hope I said your name right. Thanks for joining the live stream, bro. Bronze. Interesting take on the deep sea sea dweller. I'm telling you, bro. How badass would that be? The Milgauss can stay at 36 millimeters. Jonathan Hernandez, are you interested in the Explorer 1 now that it's back to 36 millimeters? Yes, I am. I'm absolutely interested. However, I would rather have the 1016. like an old one. But that's just because I'm a vintage guy. William Rizzo from the Florida Keys. Hey! Air King, gone. Here's how you know. Okay, Jay Anderson, Burger Slayer. You know I love you guys. Jay Anderson, you're super active here. Burger Slayer, you've been a subscriber for a very long time. I love you guys, but here's the issue, okay? You guys kind of proved my point about Cellini. All right. When anyone talks about Cellini, the only watch that is mentioned, Moonphase. That's it. That's the only watch that's ever mentioned. Therein lies the problem of the Cellini line, guys. That shows you that there's really no point. Okay, you can't have a whole new line with one watch, only one watch that anyone cares about. When anyone talks about the Rolex Cellini series, they only ever mention the Moonphase. That's it. That's one freaking watch, guys. Who cares? I'm not making fun of you guys. I'm not angry at you guys. I'm angry at Rolex. Why dump all this money into this Cellini line that no one cares about when you've only produced one watch anyone has ever given an F about? I'm sorry. So yes, disband the Cellini line and give, you know what? Re-release a 6062. Re-release a 6062, put a Moonphase complication in an oyster case, give it a threaded crown. You don't even need to give it a triple date. Just make an oyster cased Moonphase, put it in precious metal at 36 millimeters. People would eat it the F up. Dan Feinstein says, you should approach Rolex with your ideas. They're a watchmaker, but a business company first. Well, Diane, Rolex doesn't care what anyone thinks about them, okay? So they're definitely not going to care what I think about them, but I'm flattered that you think they would even care. I'll try. For you guys, I will try. Kyle Gingrich, what if you were CEO of Panerai? There just would not be Panerai anymore. I would just get rid of Panerai. Panerai, I'm just done with Panerai. I think, like a phoenix, we need to have them rise from the ashes. So I think we just need to start from the ground up with Panerai. Panerai has so many issues with counterfeiting and them being inept at catching counterfeiting that I think they may have. Here's what I mean. The company, like Panerai itself, is okay, and you know I own Panerai, oh god, you know I own the company Panerai. You know I own a Panerai, right? Here's the issue with Panerai. It's all the people that work at Panerai. So when I say we need to like clean house, I mean we need to clean house. We need to get rid of everyone there. Like, we need all new staffing from the ground up, all new designers. We need everyone changed. Like, clean house at Panerai. Once everyone is gone and we have people that actually acknowledge and understand Panerai's history, then we can start producing more watches. This is me speaking as if I was actually Panerai CEO, right? So, but this is all hypothetical, and it's you know, never gonna happen. Calgary says, decorate their movements, retrain staff, stop making special editions. There could still be hope. Yeah, I mean, Kyle, I think you watched my episode about that exactly, because I made an episode about how Panerai can fix themselves, and that's kind of what it is, right? We would need to invest more time into training, make sure that they are actually dedicating time to learning about their own products so that when people bring in fake Panerai, they're not just servicing fake Panerai. You can watch that episode to learn about that. SoCal Watch Reviews, what's going on, brother? Almighty Ohm says facts. Hashtag Flat Moon. Hashtag Jory says so. I mean, Pierre says totally agree. Panerai needs a hard reset. It's unfortunate, man. Panerai was one of my favorite. At one time, they were one of my favorite watchmakers, and they have a really interesting history related to Rolex. But Panerai's kind of the people at Panerai are kind of stupid. Like they're like pretty stupid. What am I wearing today? We'll do another wristwatch check. Why not? Baby Tuna SRP 641. Love this watch. But guys, we have been here for an hour. And I'm a believer. Flat moon. We've been here for an hour. I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. I just want to say thank you. Today was actually, a day that I really do look forward to every week. So these live streams, Nick Houndstein, Certified Teeth Robot, says, dang, Jory's still jacked. Transformer noises. Guys, so the Saturday live streams I truly do look forward to every week because it is just so much fun to hang out with you guys, and not every channel has the ability or even the desire to talk to all their subscribers, and that just kind of confuses me because the whole point of making this channel was to interact with other people, so it's just incredible. Not everybody in the world has the ability to interact with all the people I get to interact with, and so this Saturday live stream is just it's incredible. So I love you guys. I want to thank you. Even if you're watching this on the playback, you could have been anywhere, but you chose to hang out with me for this hour, which is insane. And I do not take that for granted. All right. I want to thank you guys for checking out my personal website, thetimetellershop.com. We have some new t-shirts, and we have some new watches for you guys over there. Well, they're not new. They're old watches, but we have a newly added watch this week, a beautiful Longines automatic. And you guys just, seriously, you're crushing it here. We're getting a ton of new subscribers, we're getting a ton of new views, and it's all thanks to you guys. Stay tuned for some of the new equipment that we are going to be using to film some new episodes. I'm just very excited about everything happening over here. And we have some new content coming up. Maybe something pertaining to... I'm not going to say anything. All right, guys. Stay happy. Stay healthy. Stay blessed. Get out of your comfort zone. Tell someone you love them. And don't forget to love yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's what you got. All right, guys. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Dab. Love you guys. Lee Bishop, tell Penny I said hi. Give her a nice hug for me. Take care, everybody. I love you guys. Go get some!